Are you planning to study in the United Kingdom? Can you manage your tuition fees? Can you manage your food and accommodation cost working as a part-time student? How much a student can earn in a month and how much the expenses for a student? Thousands of questions in your mind. You cannot take the decision easily. This video is for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about all of those questions. It will be easier for you to take your decision for your future study. So stay connected and watch the video. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Shaju from Liverpool, England, United Kingdom. Every year, thousands of students from our country are planning to study in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and all other first-class European countries. Because of the lack of information, they cannot take the wise decision which country will be better for them. As I am living in the United Kingdom as a student, I'm going to talk about all of the information about tuition fees, earning and expenses of a students, so that a students watching this video can take decision easily for a study in the United Kingdom. First of all, I will talk about how much a students can earn as a part-time worker in a month. Students are allowed to working 20 hours and 80 hours monthly. The minimum wages for a worker is £10.42. It is applicable for full-time and part-time both worker. So if you work only 20 hours in a week, you will get £10.42 into 20 into 4 weeks in a month, equal to £834 monthly. This is the actual perfect and legal income of a student. Sometimes you can get more than £10.42, £12, £13, but this is not guarantee that you will get the payment £12 and £13. But they are bound to pay you £10.42. This is the minimum, so we will calculate the minimum one. So if you get minimum wages and work 20 hours, you will get £834 in a month. This is the one system a students can work. This is the legal system. But there are some alternate way. Some students can work hand cash job, some Asian and other restaurant. Some of the students work 20 hours NI job in an institution where they get £834, and other 2 or 3 days. It depends on your university and your course, because if you have classes 3 days in a week, so in 3 days if you don't work, you have another 4 days in a week. So if you work NI job 20 hours, it will take 2 days, 10 hours and 10 hours, and another 2 days you will be free for working more. So if you get a hand cash job in Asian restaurant or any institutions, in 2 days if you work minimum 10 hours, total 20 hours, most of the cases they not pay you more than £7 per hour. Some of the cases they pay £5 and £6 per hour, because you are bound to work for money and you are illegal to work. They will give you work, they will take the chance from you. So if they pay you £7 per hour, and if you work 2 days 10 hours and 10 hours, you will get £7 into 20 hours into 4 weeks, total £560. If you work 20 hours part-time NI job, and if you work 20 hours hand cash 4 days total, you will get total £560 plus £834, total £1,394, almost £1,400. This is the maximum income for students. Some of the university they have classes 4 days, 5 days. So it will be very hard for you to work more than 4 days. So if you calculate the standard one, which is 3 days classes, so you will have 4 days per work in a week. So if you work 20 hours 2 days NI job and 20 hours hand cash job, you will get £1,400 almost. The another way students most of the time work is they don't do NI job. They work in a restaurant, Asian restaurant. They give hand cash job. They work whole 7 days, 4 days full when they don't have class. Other 3 days after finishing their class, they give some effort 5-6 hours in the restaurant. In that cases, employer give them daily £50 or £60. It depends on employer, and total income will be like in a week £350. Your income will go like £1,400. 350 into 4, £1,400. So in any way you work, you will earn up to 1400 pounds. This is the maximum effort, I think, but there are some exception always. Some of the cases, many students, they are earning more. It's not you are not guaranteed that you will get this chance for working more and earning more. So I am giving you the draft calculation, which is the standard one, and I think a students can earn up to 1400 pounds working in hand cash and NI job. Now I will talk about the expenses of a students in the United Kingdom. When you will talk about the expenses, you have to think you are living inside of the London or outside of the London, because outside and inside of London there are far difference of expenses. The major effect will be the house rent. I am living outside of London and I am giving you all of the information about outside of London. The main thing, the most students from our country, they make the wrong decisions. Only they focus on London. You have to keep in mind that London is not a country. London is a city. So there are too many large cities in the United Kingdom outside of London. If you go those cities like Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham, Portsmouth, there are too many long cities, big cities. You can choose those cities and you will get the work opportunities too much there, considering London. Most of the students focus on London, and the problem is London is a big city with high population and there are too many colleges and universities. Job facilities, opportunities also high, but considering the international students, it's not high. If you see the Facebook post, you will see in the group that there are too many posts from the students that I am in the United Kingdom for last 7 months, 6 months, I'm not getting job. And if you see their profile, you will see most of them are from London. Most of them, not all of those, most of them are from London. So if you choose any other big cities, I think it would be better for you to get a job and struggle there, because your expenses are almost 40% lower than inside of London. I will give you some draft calculation about your expenses which will be applicable for outside of London. As a student, if you are bachelor, I mean unmarried, you can share a room with any friend. In that cases, the standard house rent of one room is 500 to 600 pounds, which is standard. You can get a house more less than 400 pounds or 500 pounds, but it's not guaranteed. But the standard size is 500 to 600 pounds, which is the standard price of one room. So if you get one room and share with your one friend, then you can pay 250 or 300 pounds. So 300 will be a standard one. So the first expenses will be house rent. If you live in a share room, it will be 300 pounds. The next one is your food cost. If you are not too much foodie and choosy, I think 100 pounds is more than enough for a single person. It will be applicable your daily food, like your 3 times food inside your room. I will not calculate you are having coffee, you are chatting and roaming with your friends outside. It will be another one. So your food cost in your house will be 100 pounds. So the next expense will be your transportation cost. There are 2 types of transportation normally we use, which is public bus and another one is train. So it will depends on your university, how many days you have classes in your university. I'll give you my example. I live in Liverpool and my university is in Wrexham. So I have 3 days classes in a week and I need to go to university using public bus and also using public train. So every onboarding to public bus, it takes 2 pounds, and first of all I need to use public bus from my home to train station. It takes 2 pounds, and from train station to my university train station it takes 12 pounds per day. Anytime day return ticket, I can go and back within 12 pounds. So if I use 3 days, it will be 12 pounds into 3, and for the whole month, 4 weeks into 4, total 144 pounds for train cost. And public bus, when I use, it take 2 pounds in every onboarding. So I need to use public bus for going to uni and also for going to my workplace. In that cases, I take monthly public bus pass, which takes 74 pounds whole month. I can use unlimited thousands of time without limitation. So it will be easier for everybody. If you get a bus card, it will reduce your bus cost. So the bus cost will be £74 per month. The next cost will be mobile bill. So if you need to use mobile data, I mean gigabytes, there I use eSIM, which is, there are too many bundles. It start from £10. If you take £10, they will give you 8 gigabytes and 500 minutes and unlimited texting. I think 8 to 10 gigabytes is enough for people in 1 month, because you are in the house, you are using house Wi-Fi. When you are university, you are using university Wi-Fi. So 8 GB only for the traveling and when you are outside of home and university. A standard one is £15 package. They will give you 20 gigabytes and also 500 minutes and unlimited texting. This is the standard one. So your mobile bill, you can calculate £15. So you need to refresh yourself as a human being. So sometimes you will go out with your friends, hangouts and roaming. You can calculate £20 for this purpose, roaming and your recreation or entertainment purpose. And the next one is unexpected cost. You don't know, anything can be happen to you anytime, so you can calculate £20 for your unexpected cost. These are the main head costing for students for living in the UK. So the total cost will be £673 per month. So now let's talk about the balance. So as I mentioned before, that you are earning £1,394 in a month, and your expenses now is £633. If you minus your expenses from your income, it will be £720 remaining in your hand. Now we will talk about the tuition fees. If your tuition fee, suppose £15,000, and you are paying 50% from your home, you will come and you will pay the rest of the 50% of tuition fee. This depends on the university. Some university accept 50%, some university accept 30% before coming in the UK, and some university prefer 70% before coming in the UK. So I will calculate 50%. If your tuition fee is £15,000, you are paying £7,000 from your country and £7,000 after coming in the UK. So you cannot calculate the first 3 or 4 months after coming in the UK, because it will take to set up yourself in the UK, getting job, it will take 2 to 3 months. It's a very common thing. So you cannot earn first 3 or 4 months. Other 8 months of the year you can start earning. So £700 in every month for the other 8 months, you will get total £5,768. So it means if your tuition fee is £7,000 remaining, you cannot earn the whole tuition fees. And if your tuition fee is remaining 20 or 30%, then you can earn it easily working as a part-time student. And the most important point is, if you can pay your whole tuition fee from your country, then you come to UK, you can survive, you can manage your food and accommodation, and you can save some money in your hand very nicely without any problem. But if your tuition fee is more than 50%, you need to pay after coming in the UK, then it's quite impossible for students to pay all of the tuition fees. You have to borrow some money from your country to pay your tuition fees. Sometimes university will give you 2 or 3 installment scope facilities for paying the tuition fees, but it depends on the university how long they will give you the time. After watching this video, I think you will be able to take your decision for coming in the UK as a student. You can manage your tuition fee or not. So watch the video and get the information, take your decision, and stay connected with me. In my future videos, I will talk about other relative questions and information of student visa and other helps. Thank you very much for patience hearing and watching my video. Stay fine. Bye bye.